In our healthy living segment this morning, personal trainer Eric Stratman from CrossFit Eng in Cape Coral is getting us more on how you are never too old to bust a move or perhaps get your groove thing back. Jesslyn, don't laugh at me. All right. Hey, Eric, good morning.
All right, and welcome to CrossFit Eng. This is one of our favorite programs we have here. It's our Golden Lions program, showing at any age that you guys can work out. We want to show you some of the exercises either you could do here right with us in the heart of Cape Coral or at home. So we're seeing a variation of push-ups, right? So no matter how high that is, you could do them on your wall, the back of your couch, a bar if you have it across, progressing down to the ground. Then we're doing a ground to overhead. This is a plate. Maybe you have a gallon of water you want to use for this. Maybe it's a couple of canned goods, but it's just in emphasizing full range of motion on touching the ground and going overhead. Then we're seeing some squats, right? That he's using this box to not only see the depth he's getting to, but it's also safer to do your squats to a box, to a chair, so you're not falling back. And if you get a little tired, that's okay too. Now we're seeing a little bit of a wall sit, right? So whether you're on a wall, you're on an upright, and the lower the depth, that's going to activate your quads and your core. And then we're going to see some core rotation. So having any kind of load, again, whether it's a small child, maybe some canned goods, or rotating around, but just keeping that rotational range of motion is so key as we age. And it's important that you stay active. But then you have a lot of cardiovascular options, right? We're seeing some skiing going on here, right? Skiing, that upper body movement. So if there's an issue with a hip, a knee, you want to have that option. And if you don't have a ski, or maybe you're just attaching a band to the top of your door and you're using that for your upper body and core cardio. Biking is always a good one, and it's always nice when you can bike indoors under a fan, right? You don't have to worry about traffic, weather, that's always open. And then again, rowing. Rowing's one of, these favorite pastimes that allows you to get plenty of cardiovascular work in, but works your entire body. Now, say you want to take out some frustration, get that full body workout, we got some ball slams, right? So we got this rock star that's just slamming this ball, but you can see it's encouraging a full range of motion. So it's getting that load from the ground, picking it up all the way overhead, and then slamming it to the ground. So this is going to give you a cardiovascular and anaerobic strength workout at the same time. So you're seeing that we have a lot of variety in here. So no matter what your limitations, no matter the time you have, your age, where you're starting, if you've never started before, where your body weight's at, where your nutrition is, how much you sleep, all of that just doesn't matter. You can see that you can be plenty active without worrying about those things, and you will have plenty of variety. Let us know if you have no idea where to start. Just email us at crossfiteng.com, and we look forward to helping you out. You guys make it a great day.
7:24 the time this morning. Weightlifting in its purest form is lifting something up and then putting it back down. In our healthy living segment this morning, we're going to send things out to CrossFit Eng in Cape Coral, where General Manager Eric Stratman gets us more on how to properly deadlift.
All right, Coach Eric coming to you from CrossFit Eng and our crew here. So today we're going to talk about one of those taboo movements, that is deadlift. And it is so important to understand that this is a movement that you use in everyday life, just picking something off the ground. And do you have to support yourself on your knee or put your hand on something? Or are you simply able to bend over, pick something up, and stand up with it? But whenever we hear deadlift, what do we think of? This guy, right? The meathead at the gym, the only person that's going to pick up heavy things, right? And it's unfortunate, but we're going to start out with the meathead and go through proper deadlift technique. So as we said, this is going to strengthen your core, your lower back, hamstrings, glutes. But what we're going to have him do is he's got his shins close to the bar, and he's going to hinge at his hip. And when he grabs this bar about shoulder width apart, he's looking at the ground. Notice that his cervical spine, his neck, is in line with the ground. He's not looking forward. And he's just going to stand up, driving his heels into the ground, squeeze his glutes, and then we see a good deadlift. And then he hinges back down, keeping that bar tight to his body. And you're seeing him execute a few reps here, and he's got good speed, good rhythm, and notice he's not slamming the bar into the ground. You want to execute about 7 to 10 reps, so whatever weight range that is for you to maintain the impeccable form that Dr. Jeff had. So moving forward, we've got Ginger here. She's stepping up, and notice that she went with a little wider stance. So if you've got a kettlebell, maybe a dumbbell, some kind of weights at your house, this is going to be the approach you have when you have one weight. And this is the fact because we want to have that weight close to our center of gravity. And she's going to have that same setup, flat back, eyes are down, and she's going to stand up, squeeze her glutes, keeping that weight close to her body, but then touching between her feet. We don't want it out in front of her toes because that's going to put undue pressure on your lower back and your core. And we want to emphasize as you're standing up with each rep that you're squeezing your glutes and your abs at the same time. So we're activating everything that's going to help support that midsection. Finally, we're going to get on to Anthony, right? Our buddy Java here that's going to come through. So maybe you have a med ball, maybe a gallon of water, something else that's heavily loaded to your benefit. And then we're just going to use a med ball here. So he's going to straddle the med ball and then again, pick it up. Look, his eyes are down. He decided to go with a little bit lighter med ball. Maybe 3 pounds is what we're going with. But we want to have that nice flat back. He's looking at the ground, standing up, squeezing his glutes. But again, deadlifting, whether you're using med ball, gallon of water, whether you're using a kettlebell or dumbbell, whether you're the meathead with the barbell, it's so important to make sure that your form is solid, but that you are exposing yourself to this movement once or twice a week. So that's deadlifts from CrossFit ENG. Make it a great day.